this clean intro is a lot easier to play if you break it down into smaller sections. This first section, you're just going to arpeggiate, so you're going to start off on the 7th fret of the low E, going up to the 9th fret of the A, 8th fret of the D, 8th fret of the G. You're going to hammer on to the 10th fret of the G and pull off. You're going to go down to the 8th fret of the D string, up to the 11th fret of the D, to the 9th fret of the D, back to the 8th fret. Go down to the 9th fret of the A and then finish off on the 11th fret of the low E. Okay, this next section you're going to start off with a minor 7 shape. So you're going to use your 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the E, 1st finger on the 4th fret of the A, 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D. You're going to slide your 1st finger up to the 6th fret of the B, and then starting on your little finger, you're going to go on the 9th fret of the high E, 7th fret, 6th, down to the 9th fret of the B, 7th fret of the B. Now, a similar shape to that first chord, you're going to start off on the 9th fret of the D string. So you're going to go 9th on the D, 7th on the G, 9th on the B. You're going to hit the 7th fret on the B and go up to the 9th fret on the high E. And then you're going to finish off with this very jazzy chord. It's the 4th fret on the low E, 4th fret on the D, skipping the A string, 4th fret on the G, and then using your little finger, you're going to reach up to that 6th fret on the high E. If you're like me and you've got tiny hands, it might be worth making the bottom part of the shape first and then stretching your little finger out. But if you've got slightly bigger hands, it might be easier to use your little finger to hit that 9th fret on the B and then just slide it down to the 6th to play the chord. Okay, to finish that section off, you're just going to slide up from the 4th fret of the low E and the 4th fret of the D, skipping the A string, up to the 6th fret of the E and the 6th fret of the D, and then you're going to hit a 4 on the high E down to the 7th on the B. This next part is similar to the very first part you played, except for you go from the 7th to the 9th to the 8th up to the 10th of the G instead of the 8th. This is where it gets a bit tricky. You have your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the G. You hammer on with your little finger to the 10th, pull off back down to the 8th, and go down to the 6th. You go down to the 8th fret with your little finger onto the D string, pull off to the 6th, down to the 4th, back up to the 6th, finishing off on the 8th. So this next part you're going to go up to that 4th fret on the high E string, coming down to the 7th fret of the B, to the 6th, to the 4th of the B, pulling off all of those. So you're only going to hit the first note with your picking hands. Down to the 6th fret of the G, down to the 8th fret of the D, pull off to the 4th. After you hit that 4th fret on the D, your 3rd finger is going to come up to the 6th fret of the D, and your 2nd finger is going to go on the 5th fret of the low E. You're going to play a chord there, skipping the A string. 1st finger is going to come down to the 4th fret of the low E. That next part, your 1st finger is going to go on the 4th fret of the G. 2nd finger is going to hammer on to the 6th fret of the G and pull off. Coming down to the 8th fret of the D, 6th fret of the D, 4th fret of the D. Next, you're going to play another chord, so it's going to go the 6th fret of the low E, 5th fret of the A, 6th fret of the D, next you're going to play the 4th fret of the D, down to the 5th fret of the A, and then you're going to finish off on this chord, which is the 4th fret of the low E, 4th fret of the D, skipping the A, and you're going to hit the 3rd fret of the G, and you're going to bend that G. After that chord, you're going to slide up to around the 12th fret and back down to the 6th fret of the low E, and then you're going to play the 6th fret of the low E, 6th fret of the D, palm muted. Alright, this next section is exactly the same as the first one except for one note. So instead of going up, you go up to the 9th fret of the B string before you hit the awkward chord. So you do the same thing where you slide up to the 6th, hit the 4 on the E, down to the 7th on the B. That's the same, except this time now we're going to go up. We're going to go up to the 9th fret on the high E, down to the 7th on the E, down to the 6th. You're going to pull off, go down to the 7th fret of the B and hammer on to the 9th. Back up to the 6th fret of the E, come down to the 8th fret of the G string and then pull off down to the 6th. So you're going to come down to the 9th fret of the D, to the 8th, to the 6th, to the 4th on the D. You're going to come down to that chord, so it's the 6th fret on the E, 5th fret on the A, 6th fret on the D. Come down to the 4th fret on the D, down to the 5th fret on the A. You're going to play that same chord shape, so it's going to be the 4th fret on the E, skip the A, 4th fret on the D, 3rd fret on the G, but instead of bending that G, you're going to start off on an upstroke off the B string to finish it off. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more videos like this one, then hit that subscribe button. My next video is going to be a Bubble Dream video. The reason why it's been taking so long is I've been struggling to learn it myself. The harmonic section is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to be getting on that real soon. Thanks for watching.